Hey team, welcome to week one. We are off to a fantastic start. I hope you've been able to find the professor channel over here on the right. That's my little welcome. And then this video will be in here as well. So you'll probably see my video on top of that one. But hopefully you see the professor channel right here. In week one, we're off to a fantastic start with week one. We have our discussion that we have to respond to by Thursday and then through Saturday. So when you click here, we're looking at understanding children and adolescents. So you want to review child and adolescent, the resource book, and then you want to respond to the question here and give two substantive responses to your peers. So if you want full points, your initial post has to have citations in it. So in other words, you need to reference something within your original post to support what you're saying. So the resource book or textbook, any of that is good for supporting data. You can also use outside sources as well. So just remember, if you want full points for participation, just use that citation. So reference in your initial discussion response, and then for the peer responses, just take the time to dig in a little bit deeper. So it's more than just, hey, I agree with this, disagree with that, but state the why. It's fine to agree, it's fine to disagree, but state why you would agree or disagree, and then further stimulate the conversation by either asking a question, making a statement of some type that is supported with evidence, things like that. So you want to add to the conversation. And that's it for earning full points for our discussion. So in the initial one, use a citation so it supports whatever you're saying. And in the peer responses, simply add to the conversation by either another resource. If you agree, stating why, always state the why. Why is an important deal, and then move forward with a question at the end too. So just do something to help move the conversation forward, add new material, something like that. And that's what it takes for full points in the discussions. It's not overly difficult whatsoever. So let's jump into the other parts and pieces. We have a signature assignment that's due this week, or not this week, sorry, that's due within our class as well. And that's going to be a presentation that you create. So we're going to do that. We're going to start by signature assignment topic and population sign up. So when you go here, the computer's a little bit slow when I'm recording, so my apologies for that. You want to just follow these directions. So you can choose one of the three topics, children, adolescents, family. Then you're going to choose a specific issue of interest to research. Make sure it's something you're interested in because you're going to be spending time on it. So you want to have that interest happening, or else you get really, really bored. And then for this, all you have to do is add a new discussion. See the example down here? Adolescents, self-injury. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to just put that in the subject line. You don't even have to write any content within it. So that's it for that piece right there for the signature assignment. You do that, and then it's full points. The signature assignment is also there if you'd like to take a look at it. It talks all about creating the presentation, everything else. And we're going to walk through this week by week, so I'm not going to dive real deep into this right now. You're absolutely welcome to read it. But we're going to be walking through each week. So the first week is the little post that I just showed you that's due on Saturday. Adolescents, whatever, children, whatever issues that you're going to be looking up, researching. And then case study number 1 is going to be due on Monday. This one is also fairly explanatory in the direction. So you're going to go here, you're going to look at a hard topic to look at, and that's sex abuse. And we're going to be looking at it from Christian accommodative trauma-focused CBT for children and adolescents. So you're going to kind of dive in and see if that'll work, because not everybody's a Christian, and we're not called to only help Christians. We're called to help everyone. So how does that look? So the parts that I like to have, so it's going to be 1 to 2 pages. You're going to discuss the pros and cons of the Christian accommodative trauma force CBT approach with the child from the case study that you choose. So you choose case study, then you look down here. Excuse me. If go ahead and go to chapter 6 for any insight that you may want of pros and cons to this approach. Um, you can get different ideas from the stories that you've read as well. So don't think that only our text is going to offer this story of the children is going to give you some insight as well. Then you're going to also add ideas for application of process. Now, if the child's not a Christian, for example, can you look at art, YouTube videos, or ask something that's for them, a video journal? What would be helpful for them? Because remember, it is all about them. It's not about really what we can do, is what we can show them to be helpful for themselves and to help them walk through whatever trauma that they've suffered. So with that being said, that is our first week. I would actually personally start today. The way I write, my own personal way, is I'll make like an outline and then put it away, come back to it, then I'll start filling in and just free writing with no editing, things like that, underneath the different topics, put it away, and then come back and edit the process. That helps me work in writing. If you have other methods, feel free to share them with everybody else too, because we're always striving to get better at writing. None of us are perfect at it by any stretch. So that was just my way of doing it. So if you have other ways, please share with the rest of the class. Have a fantastic week.